get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
All right, perfecto. Here we go. Welcome back once again to the show. So this is where I was going to kick off the first segment here, and I actually noticed something I want to talk about before I jump back into the actual show. But as you saw in the last piece I did on top of the casino, they're like pool terrace. Um, it's pretty cool little spot. I started doing one here in this pool, my pool. Um, I decided to go to the casino, and as I started looking at things and coming back and like kind of like changing and get ready to kick off, I realized something doesn't quite add up with the layout of how this house is on the inside and on the outside. So, welcome back to the show. But before we, like I said, jump in, um, we're going to take a look at this first. So, upstairs on that little balcony piece there is the living room window that looks out back with the telescope, and you can see that building there with the gray top. And then I believe the bottom patio is the bedroom back window. Okay, now that would mean if that's the bedroom back window, there's a window in the bedroom there, and then another window there. And then outside of, because this would be the bedroom wall. I don't think can you see in what it looks like? Yeah, see, they won't let you see in. But that would be the bedroom. So then this wall would be the bedroom wall, which would lead out of the bedroom. And then out the bedroom, then to the left would be this set of like sliding room or sliding door um, windows to another room, and then more windows here. But if you take a look inside, this is weird. This was like tripping me out. Like I came inside, like I said, to change. It's so funny. I never look into the back of this place. I've had this thing forever, and it's like, oh wait. We got to do this. Hold on. Hold up. All right.
Rob's Arcade. Rob's Arcade. Where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
I love that. It's like the perfect timed theme song. Okay, so here's the back window. There's the building. You see it there. That's the patio. Down there would be, you can kind of see the little corner of the pool. Okay. So then, let's go back downstairs again. Past my running wall of water. Don't know where that comes from. Actually, I like that a lot. I've said before that's what I've always wanted. My sister said I was stupid um, for wanting something like that, but I've always wanted a running wall of water in my house. Basically, just for me and my dog to go to the bathroom. Okay, so here again, we have the back patio. This is the back patio I was talking about. Again, outlooking, upper patio. That's the pool area, right? So then again, where this painting is, there should be a window. And then where this thing is, I don't even know what this is. It's like a wooden, like a fake door. Here, this is so weird. So I don't get it. So I feel like behind that painting is a window. And then behind that thing is a window. But then when you come out here, and what is that? There's like two. Okay, I don't know. That's weird. All right, so Art Deco. There's nothing here. It's like a wall. And that just goes downstairs. More running water. It just makes you have to go pee pee. No, I said before, like my sister thought I was stupid, but I thought this would be great. And it was like literally like something just like this. It's so funny. Like I mean, this is almost like it's the time of the first PlayStation that I was like, yeah, you know, like if I ever won the lottery and I had like this really big, cool house, I would run like a running water wall. And the thing is, like, you train the dog. Like, okay, you take the dog out for walks and stuff like that, of course. But like, let's say you're down here and you know you're hanging out with the dog. He's like, oh man, just all of a sudden he just gets up, cocks his leg, goes pee pee right there. It goes into here, filters through, does whatever it does, goes back. It's constantly filtering through clean water. You know, you treat it with some chemicals and stuff, so it's always clean water. And if you ever has to have like an emergency, you can just go pee pee, and then same thing. Let's say I'm down here. There's no bathroom. The bathroom's all the way upstairs. I'm in my office, drinking tons of coffee, making copies. I love this office too, by the way. It's got like, we got places for guns and ammo, grenades. Pretty sure those are like bulletproof vests and suits for missions. And then like football, basketball. Yeah, you know, drinking coffee and come in here, just go. You can't do number two. Just stand here, do number one, and let the water filter. Anyway, so but there's no windows in this. I don't see any windows at all. It's weird too, because I feel like in the past I've heard footsteps, but this isn't like a condo. This is all. It's like these are like the side windows. Oh, let's go back out again and look. See what I'm saying? So like, again, back patio, upper, downstairs, and the bedroom is the lower patio. And then I go outside. Walk around the backyard here. Probably get some kind of a tick or something here. Alright. It's interesting. I've got Angel Cop on in the background. I feel like I got like a Angel Cop shirt. But I feel like that's the actual anime from this this game. Crazy like bazooka booby lady. But anyway. Okay, so again, upstairs is the living room, back patio, bedroom, back patio, window, window, and then this long set of windows here. Like I said, I feel like that's about where the painting is. I mean, the painting might be like right next to it. But I feel like that's where the painting is, and I feel like that's where that weird wooden slab thing is. And then you would go out, right about that corner is the hallway to the staircase. This is just so weird. And I don't think I ever would have realized this if I had decided to do like a video in the pool. I'm like, let me just do a video in the pool. All the snow's gone, which I miss the snow. Oh wait. Open up, phone.
saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
All right, cool. It's just stupid. So like my phone unlocked, but it wouldn't open. Like I said, so there we go. Top patio. No, sir, I will not. Top patio. That was another great thing. So we talked about a little bit about 2025. Um, another year of not drinking, even with it sitting out. You know what I'm saying? So easy. Just nope, not even tempted. I think what I'll have, some green juice. Thank you very much. I feel like I got cell phones all over the place. There's like a cell phone there charging, cell phone downstairs charging. Okay, so anyway, and again, just to be clear, so we can kind of see it one more time. This is that bottom floor. That's the pool. That's the patio. This would be the wall. Like I said, I feel like the window might be right here. But even so, it just doesn't make any sense. Where's the window? Oh, wait. I didn't check the bathroom. I don't think it's in the bathroom, though. There's no windows in the bathroom like that. Yeah. So weird. So back patio. And then this is where you would come out. That's the corner. And there should be windows or in a... It's like there's like a hidden room somewhere. But there's no other entrance. There's no back door. But it's almost built like it's an apartment. Like next door would be, like on the other side of this wall, there's like somebody else's place. Let me see something here. So make sure I'm not tripping. Just one more time to go across the street here and just look at it from a farther point of view here. Alright, so... I just don't see where... those windows would lie. I don't know. I don't get it. There's like no other door. It's just that front door. It's all one building. But I mean, then like when you think about it too, though, like some of those, the windows in the front don't make sense either, because when you go in the front door, and then when you turn to your right, you go immediately down stairs. So weird.
Rob's Arcade.
Haha.
Rob's Arcade. Where the games get played and the games get saved so they can be played on another day. Rob's Arcade.
That time I had it ready to go. Yeah, see? And again, when you come in, there should be windows. I don't get how this layout is, man. I don't know. It's so weird. Let's sit down here. All right, let's go ahead and actually start the show. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me figure this out. If you have seen something about this or understand how this works, or I mean, I know it's a game, doesn't have to quite make sense, but you would think like the layout, the windows, it's like very simple. Like just make the outside match the inside, kind of. It's like almost like the Simpsons house, how that's laid out, where it's like none of the rooms really match the exterior and how I don't know. Anyway, um, welcome back to the show. It's Monday. I didn't talk about the fact that it's Martin Luther King Day in my last video. We were just kind of wrapping up 2025, and it's kind of hard to do these sometimes because I will record over the weekend. But like I said, we're going to be doing kind of a long stretch, so most of this is going to be aired, if not all of it. I'm pretty sure all of it will be done on Monday, and like I said, we'll touch base too on like the weekend and different things. But we've been kind of going through it bit by bit, kind of looking at 25 and wrapping all that up. Like I said, there's not a whole lot that went wrong with 2025. Not a whole lot that I would change. I mean, I did mention, like I said, just the relationship with my sister. I wish was a little better. But at this point, it's just not much you can do about it. Another cell phone. Yeah, there's one right there too. This whole house is full of freaking cell phones. So weird. 30 cell phones in the house. None of the windows match up. Um, but yeah, we got another year down. Like I said, I think the most uh, the most rewarding accomplishment outside of my work and what I do for other people is, like I said, just celebrating another year um, on my wellness journey, still hitting the bars, but the weight bars, not that stuff. I love how this camera just seems to cut to what I needed to do. But yeah, hitting the weight bars, the dumbbells, I don't really do any treadmill cardio stuff. Um, but still, another year without alcohol in my life, and I enjoy that a lot. Although I do regret buying some coffee lately that's got a bourbon flavor. I mean, I do enjoy scotch and the taste of it. Like, really, it sounds weird, but something I do miss. And this was like a coffee with a bourbon flavor, and it was very interesting because it had kind of like a strong flavor to it. It was like a salted caramel bourbon flavored coffee, but when it got cold, it got like room temperature. It really, like, you could really smell the flavoring. And I would like make a cup and go to work in the morning, and like I'd be like, oh my god, like I don't think I'm actually drinking at work, but nobody said anything. It might have just been in my subconscious and the fact that I knew it was in there or whatever. I don't think anybody maybe even really paid attention. Um, but I went out over the weekend with a friend of mine, and we crushed a couple of cokes and some pretzel bites and watched a employee of mine and his band. Um, but it's good to be able to go out and enjoy myself and not um, have to worry about alcohol and all of that to have a good time. So that's been really great. Then again, just it's been busy at work. It's been crazy. I've been wanting to do more posts, and I've been trying to get this out because I mean, gosh, like I said, we're already through January. We've done the new year. We've just gone through Christmas. If this is your first time kind of tuning in since then, again, like I hope you guys have had a good Christmas, a good New Year. Like I said, here we are. We're celebrating Martin Luther King Day, Martin Luther King Jr., and hopefully, some of you guys have off of work. I've got a nice little 3-day weekend. Um, usually I'm off on Monday anyway, but I decided to take a couple of extra days around that and use my banked holiday to take some extra days off. So it's nice, having some time off and getting to enjoy. But it's just crazy how busy it's been. Just having these videos like ready to go. I've actually done this, like I said, a couple of times. Just kind of trying to talk about the new year, my birthday, as we roll into the new year. We also celebrate another birthday, another year getting older. It's crazy to think that I'm um, over 45 now. It's just insane. Uh, but yeah, here we are. And Like I said, I've been trying to get some of these posts out for a couple of weeks now, and there have been a couple of evenings where I get home and it's like, oh, let me go. Even when I'm off of work, like I can be. It's not even necessarily just being at work and then coming home and try to do it, but even just being home and off of work and like having these videos ready to go and even having the PlayStation on and ready to upload the stuff and just being like mentally exhausted, not knowing what to type, and it's just like, I gotta do a little bit of editing, a little bit of trimming here and there, and it's just like really just like not even having the energy. And I get sidetracked too, like just trying to clean up and do laundry and different things, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shoot, I didn't post that video. Another week goes by. It's like, all right, well, I'll do it again. I'll try it again. I finally got a video posted for Friday, doing like a little Fortnite Friday video this past week that, I mean, gosh, I probably had saved in the bank now for the video bank for, I don't know, at least 2 weeks, week and a half, 2 weeks now. So yeah, it's just nice to get in here and we wanted to like, touch on a few things, or a few things like really that I wanted to touch on that were like really important, which I don't know if I'll have time in this video to really jump into, but just trying to get it worded right too. I've been trying to get a few things out and not being, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, like too insulting, just trying to get the facts out, but I get a little heated each time I do the video, and so it's like I have to say, all right, let me take a second, let me think about it. And that's another reason too. I like, all right, let me take a day and think about it. It's like, no, I can't, I don't want to post it like that. I don't want to get it out like that. But that's another thing too. It's just like just making sure that it's like that letter you write. You write a frustrating letter and you put it in the top drawer, and it's like, I'm not going to mail it. Um, but it is something I want to talk about. And it has to do with my birthday. Um, just in general, like I said, there's not many things I would change about 2025, but this is something I wish I could do something about. Um, and like I said, it needs to be said, but it needs to be said craftfully, tactfully, and like I said, I don't know if I have time to even jump into all of it in this video. We've only got a couple of minutes left. We spent most of the time just trying to figure out like the layout of the land in this video, and not really spending a whole lot of time of even really talking about 2026. Hopefully, so far for you guys, it's been a pretty decent year. Um, like I said, it wasn't 2025 wasn't one of those. A lot of people do those posts where it's like, you barely survived the year, or 2026 started off like this, and it's like a brand new picture, excuse me, of like Bumblebee before a battle, and then coming out of 25 and you look all beat up and torn up. Like that wasn't like that for me. Like I said, 25 was a decent year. Like another promotion in the works, and it seems like everybody's appreciative of what I'm bringing to the table in this department that I'm in now. I miss what I was doing before for sure, but I've got a better work-life balance too. It got a little crazy dealing with teens and after-school programs and before-school events and after-school events and summer events and overnights and all of that. So it's a lot. My schedule is a lot more lax for sure. Um, so yeah, going into 2026 has been good. Not a whole lot of complaints. Did receive some pretty, I don't know, some pretty bad news the other day. I felt bad. I hadn't really done. I just had an idea too. Oh, this bothered me. I was like, what is that age for? It's like, is there a hospital in my apartment or something? Like, what is that? Or a helipad? I was like, oh no, that's the heist computer. I just thought about something too. But yeah, I felt bad. I was doing like a post of like, just like 2025 was great, looking for 2026, and like literally as I was making that post, I got some pretty bad news about the family. Um, but I'll jump into that in this next piece. Like I said, I think I'm gonna do like 3 or 4, maybe 4. So I'm gonna do at least 3, but maybe 4 videos on kind of like a January update since like so much time has passed. And I was just thinking, I'm wondering if it's not the garage that has the windows and stuff in the back. You know what I mean? Like maybe that upstairs is more like the bedroom. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, but I'm wondering if maybe the garage doesn't have something to do with that back and those windows. So I'm going to look at that, and then we'll pick back up. We'll jump back into some more stuff. I'll probably will talk more about um, actual like weekend and going out and birthday stuff and what all that looked like in the new year in the next video. But until then, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment down below, all that jazz. And yeah, until next time, don't spend that quarter anywhere else. I'm really curious now. Let me see something here.